ride this lane right now. Yo, what's up, y'all? Real quick, I want to talk about karma, basically. I hate this part of the road up here. This shit is just horrible, man. Look at that shit. Horrible right here. Anyways, man, I want to talk to y'all about karma, aka the Most High, aka the universe, whatever you want to call it, man. It's all the same thing, for real. But the tables always turn, man. But a lot of y'all gotta realize that you gotta stop looking for the karma. You gotta stop looking for what was. Sometimes, once certain things happen, there's no coming back. Even if the person did come back, it's not gonna be the same. You might think that it's gonna make you happy if they come back after they did all they fucking. But in realistic life, you're not gonna be happy. You're just gonna think about what they did. Yeah, they there. It cures the void of not having someone, but that's about it. Kind of like how you was probably feeling before it happened in the first place. You probably was feeling like they're just there, you know what I mean? Routine, they're just there. Y'all just do y'all same shit, but you got somebody. So since you got somebody, it's all good, right? But that's how it would be if they came back, but it'd be even worse because them thoughts that you have in your head right now about what they did to you and this and that, and if the other person's better and all this and all that, it's going to amplify. You're not going to be satisfied. Example, if a woman cheats on me and then she comes back, which I have been through this a few times. She comes back, I allow her to come back. You're not happy with her. Yeah, you got the person back. It fills the void of not missing them and not going through the growing pain of not having them. But deep down inside, you know they're not supposed to be there no more. I used to think to myself, man, this woman ain't supposed to be here anymore. Because she done cheated and did this and that. Why? In my mind, I'm thinking, this girl ain't supposed to be here no more. But in your feelings and shit, you acting like a little bitch and all this and all that and holding on. And as women, you're just in your feelings because you're a woman. But as a man, yeah, you acting like a bitch. I don't give a fuck. Either downgrade the chick or nothing at all. Downgrade the dude or nothing at all. But them tables will turn eventually. I promise y'all, man. Because I've seen it. I say 3 times I've seen it. I think one time it may have turned on me, to be honest. Because what happened was, yeah, that girl, she had a kid by someone else. But then I kind of still dealt with her because I didn't know if it was my kid or not. So I waited to see if it was my kid or not, and I knew it wasn't because it's not mixed, you know what I'm saying? But that's another story. But anyways, then I got with somebody else, and then it came back on me. It came back on me. Even though you would think, like, well, you ain't do nothing wrong. She the one that did it, and this didn't matter. Still came back on me. But all I can say to y'all is stop worrying about what they got going on. Because honestly, it looks like they happier, and it looks like they living it up and all that, and you just stuck and you hurt and you got this shit end of the stick and all that. But a lot of times, it's God protecting you from that person because karma must be served. And you are their karma. The Most High cannot allow them to come back to you after all they did and everything's all good. It goes back to what I just said a minute ago. I'm with the girl, and I'm thinking, man, this girl done cheated on me a few times. She don't even deserve to be back in my life. Why is she here? You know? She's here because you allowed her to be here, but still, in your mind, you thinking, she don't deserve it. You know what I mean? And that's what you're going to think, even if they came back today and said, I want to be with you. Because now you got to think about what happened, and that's the problem. You know what I mean? And it's never going to be the same. You're really not going to be happy either way, so you might as well just try to just live your life and self-improve and trust God, and I'm sure everything will work out for you in the end because your intentions was good. Whenever you have good intentions, stuff usually works out in the end for you. Now, the problem with karma is a lot of y'all want that shit right now today. Like, damn, I want her to get hers right now, or him right now. It don't work that way. It can't work that way. Because 9 times out of 10, if karma always came back instantly, then that gives them a chance to come back to you instantly. And then you're going to forgive them because you ain't healed and got over them. You're going to take them back, and then they're going to do the same shit again. But karma is a funny thing. See, karma has to give them the pain they gave you way worse. It has to be way worse. And it can't be that way if they just got with the next person and then they broke up in a month. Nah. This shit got to take time. And the same pain that they put on you, I don't know why they don't fix these roads. These are bad, man. Real bad. Can't even. This shit crazy. The same pain that they put on you, you will have front row seats to see what happened and see that pain they put on them by the universe. I promise you, you're going to see it. By then, you ain't going to want them no more. They going to probably want you, though. That's part of their karma, too. That's why I say you are their karma. 9 times out of 10, they're going to want you in the end. But it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late because they already done had their fun. They already done dealt with the other people or person. You know, they already bit that apple, man. Y'all just got to be, y'all got to understand that sometimes God is protecting you from people who do you wrong. You might still want the person. Like, man, I want this girl. Why can't I have her? God knows why you can't have her. Plus, he probably got something better for you. And I'm not just saying that just to blow smoke or make people feel a certain way and I'm telling you the truth. Sometimes God protects us from what we want because it's not what we need anymore. Once God reveals, let's say God reveals to me, how you making me go over there, man? You know I ain't got no fucking heavyweight. Motherfuckers. Dang, I gotta go over this stupid weight scale. But anyways, man, sometimes, I feel like if somebody do you dirty like that, I always say this. I always try to save the person that cheated, but it never worked out in the end. The universe always took the person away from me sooner or later. Even though I always allowed them to come back, the universe always took them away in the end. And I don't regret it. I'm glad that the universe did. You know what I mean? But it's hard to see this because you're in your feelings, you're dealing with pain and all that shit. But I'm telling you right now, man, God knows, man. You can't see. This is why God is God. You're not God. This is why we're not God. We can't see things that God sees. He kind of already know what's going to happen with you. He got plans for you that you don't even realize. You know what I mean? But when we listen to the devil and take people back and believe the same lies, and the devil be trying to remind us of how it used to be and shit, that shit ain't going to be that way no more. You know, or they won't cheat on you again, and they're going to do it again anyway. So why even go back down that rabbit hole? Ain't no point. Let me put this phone down for a second, because I got to go through this stupid-ass scale, man. Man, they know I'm empty. I ain't got no fucking weight on me. Stop it. I could see if I was heavy. I'm light as hell. These motherfuckers got me wasting my time today, man. Hate these damn scales. All that for nothing, motherfucker. Damn, y'all get on my nerves. Anyways, y'all, man. Yeah, it's hard to see it because if you told me I'd be where I'm at right now, back then, when I was going through them breakups, I'd never believe it. You know what I mean? Suicidal, first time. But every time I get stronger and stronger. So now if a woman do that shit, I would be bothered by it, but it wouldn't break me or nothing. I would still eat, I would still lift weights and do all this shit. Because I've been through it and I know how to handle it. And I know that there's light at the end of the tunnel now. You know what I mean? Back then I didn't think there was no light. I'm thinking it's the end of the world. You know what I mean? And some people, when you go through your first long breakup like that, that's how I feel. It feel like there is no light. There is no hope. But there's one person that y'all got to remember that was here before you even got with that person in the first place, and that's God. At the end of the day, it all boils down to God. Some of y'all might say, well, why did God let that happen? Maybe God didn't let it happen, but God is showing you what was going on. Because here's the thing too. If a person really cared about you like that, right? And they was all in and all that, if they broke up with you, I promise you there would not be no other person around. There wouldn't be. How do I know that? Because even as a man, when I cared about them women that much, I didn't want to deal with no other woman. That's the last thing on my mind because it reminded me of that person. So when, and I know when women really love a dude, she don't be fucking with other dudes like that. If she left, now he left, maybe she would because she like in the mindset of, damn, I don't want to be alone type shit. But if she left because she's not unhappy, because this is what cheaters say, I left because I'm unhappy. Okay, if you left because you were unhappy, for one, you would leave to try to get that person's attention and to make them act right. You would not be leaving and have other women and men on deck. That's not how that works. That's not how that works because you really care about a person like that. When you really care about a person like that, you do not be wanting to deal with other women or men. It's a fact, man. People love to make excuses and nah, man. I'm telling you right now as a man, if you're a woman watching, I'm a man. A handsome man that gets hit on a lot. I'm telling you right now, if I was close to another woman again, and I said, you know what, I'm not happy, I'm leaving. There is not going to be no other woman. Where'd she come from? Where'd the other woman come from? How? If I'm so madly in love with you, but I'm just hurt because you're not treating me right, where'd this other woman come from? It don't work that way, people, and I'm telling you as a man, so y'all can stop that bullshit about, well, men, that's just how they move, and men talking about it ain't bad if it ain't the same as if a man cheats as if a woman cheats. The same fucking shit. If you really care about a woman, it's the same shit. The hell you mean it's not? Men love that you get a pass and shit. You don't get no pass. Love is love. What's the difference? What if you cheating on a woman? Or she cheating on a man, what's the fucking difference? There ain't no difference. There ain't no difference. It hurts her just like it hurts you when you find out that she let another dude smash. Yeah, it hurts her just like that. What the fuck y'all mean, man? Nah, hell nah. But all I'm here to tell y'all is, let God work. Let God work. And in the meantime, take this time to fall in love with yourself and work on yourself. And the importance of falling in love with yourself is very important because it's going to help you realize what type of woman or man you should pick. Because when you love yourself and love is in yourself, you can recognize it when it's in someone else for you. A lot of times, a lot of people pick people who are not good for them because they haven't fell in love with themselves, therefore they can't really recognize it. It's all lust and all this other bullshit that don't matter. She got a big ass and all this and all that. Has nothing to do with the woman catering to you and just being a solid ass woman. You know, so they gonna pick the wrong guy or the wrong girl, or a woman gonna pick the wrong guy. But when you fall in love with yourself, when you recognize that a person really ain't fucking with you like that or not good for you like that, you're gonna cut it off. And you're gonna be able to cut it off because you're not gonna be scared to be alone because you have fell in love with yourself. A lot of people are scared to be alone because they have not fell in love with themselves, which causes them to pick the wrong people, get in relationships quick and all this other shit, and run back to people, you know, that done you dirty and shit. That's why, if I get with a woman right now, she cheats, and I don't want to leave her alone, I will downgrade her. I won't be with her, I'll downgrade her, or I'll leave her alone. Back then, I'll be trying to make her still my girl, why you cheating, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? But now that I love myself, I can't look at it, I can't accept that. Because in my mind, it's like, nah, you did that to me. That don't make me feel like I'm special to you, and it don't make me feel, I'm a special person. And it doesn't make me feel special that you did that to me. I can't feel special to you anymore, therefore you can't feel special to me. And that's the issue. That's the issue. But them tables gonna turn. But don't wait for them. That's y'all problem. Y'all waiting, and when is God coming? I'm waiting, God. It's been 3 months. He's still happy with that girl because it's like an oven. Karma's like an oven. It's got to get that shit real juicy, man, before it's served. And it's going to come back twice as hard on them. And you're not even gonna be looking for the karma anymore. When you looking for it, that shit ain't gonna come. It comes when you ain't even expecting it. But you're gonna get front row seats. All I can tell you is don't save them from their karma. And all I can tell you is they probably not coming back because I feel like God is protecting you from that person. They don't deserve you. A lot of y'all don't look at it that way. Y'all look at it as some punishment or something, but really it's a reward that the person ain't coming back. When they do come back though, you ain't gonna want them back anyway, so it don't fucking matter. Self-improve. Don't worry about no other woman or man. If you happen to find one, you might. I don't know. You could find another woman or man right away, but I wouldn't take them. I wouldn't get serious with them like that yet. You know what I mean? I would just play it from a distance, take my time with them and shit like that. But I wouldn't even look for one. I wouldn't even worry about no other woman or man right now. I would worry about you. I would worry about loving yourself, self-improvement, and I wouldn't worry about what's going on over there too. That's another thing. Y'all start to think that you wasn't good enough. You made them cheat. The other girl or guy is so much better than you. It be all lies 9 times out of 10, man. It be all lies 9 times out of 10. If you was good to them and they left, what do you think gonna happen if they get with the next person? And if they don't leave, karma's coming. Either way, they fuck. Either way, it's not gonna be a good situation. You know, I used to be like that too. Like, even though the girls was kind of fucked up to me, you know, you thinking like, but she with him now, and she probably happier. Nah, she doing the same shit, if not worse. I look at some of my exes now, I feel sorry for dudes that are with them, because I know that I thought they did me bad. Nah, that's nothing compared to now how they are. They like legitimized players now. They give no fucks. I think I might be the only one that they actually did care about. I look at them now, they like, damn, that girl, like, the way she moves, she's heartless. You know what I mean? Or maybe she was always like that, but I didn't see it. Sometimes they're like that and you don't see it until the end. You know, people don't really change, you know. They just reveal who they really are. But either way, I don't get jealous now, because now I understand that guy's going to get the same treatment I got. He's going to get cheated on, he's going to get lied to, whatever the case. A lot of y'all think that because they got with somebody else, they this rejuvenated new person, and now they're going to treat them great. No, they're going to do the same shit. They're going to do the same fucking shit they did to you. And if that person knew about you, you already know what time it is with them. They're going to do the same shit to that person. They're going to do that same shit to that person, man, because they knew that they was with somebody else and they still was willing to deal with it, I guess. Either way, it's coming back on them one way or another. Don't worry about this shit, man. Let it go. The person that you think you love is not who they are. Maybe it never was them. It could have been, but it ain't now. It ain't now after they didn't fuck with other people and shit. Not the same person, man. It's like not Freddy, but fucking Pet Cemetery. You know, you want your daughter back, your dead daughter back, but it's not her no more. That's a whole different person, man. You look like them. It's not them. They got different spirits and energy in them now. They've been dealing with that other person or other people. They're a different person. It just is what it is, man. And you got to understand that the person that you're missing may have never existed, or they no longer exist. The relationship that you're missing no longer exists. It just is what it is, man. It's not the end of the world. You're not dead. If you're healthy, you got income, you got family, live your life, man. It's too short to be crying over some person who done you dirty. It's just too short. I refuse. Oh, she didn't want to be my woman, or she wanted to cheat. I refuse. Tomorrow I could be 6 feet under, God forbid. But tomorrow, literally, or today, you literally could be dead. The last thing I'm doing is worry about what another woman or man did to me that didn't really give no fucks about me, obviously. Because if they did, when I say me, I'm speaking in general for y'all, everybody. If they did care about me, then why am I in this situation? A lot of the reasons why we can't get over people is because we fall back into that trance lie that they care as much as we thought they did. But obviously they do not. There is no way on God's green earth that I love you, but I'm going to go fuck with other women for now, leave you crushed like a motherfucker. But I love you though. Yeah, right. It's not going to happen. You can't even go days without somebody if you really love them like that. But a lot of people, they stopped loving you a long time ago. They just didn't tell you. And they don't want to be alone, so they keep holding on to you until they find somebody else. But karma's coming. Karma coming, and you get front row seats. That's all I can say. It's coming, you get front row seats, and you're going to win in the end. You're losing now, accept the loss. It's all right, I'm losing now, that's all right, but you ain't going to lose in the end. They're going to lose in the end. You're going to win where it's more important. And then they're going to be the one crushed looking at you with somebody. Except for the way you got somebody is right. The way they got them is wrong. They got to pay karma. They in debt to karma. You won't be. Because all you did was get played, and then you waited it out, and then you found somebody else that's better. You ain't got no karma on your head. They got karma on their head, bro. There's no way running from that. There's no way running from that. The only way is, okay, a woman's not making me happy and I leave, and God knows that I'm leaving her. There's no other woman. I'm just leaving her. Then I'm good. But if I got other women on deck, God sees that. I'm only going to really leave, because I wouldn't have left. A lot of people wouldn't even left if they didn't have other women on deck or other men on deck. They're only leaving because they got people on deck. So in essence, they would stay with you and still use you, but they don't really want you. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, man. Stop worrying about a woman or man, man. Just live your fucking life. It's too short. It's too short. Do you realize that even as a woman, you could go take a vacation wherever you want, talk to any man that you feel like it, instead of dealing with some lying ass cheater? It don't make sense. It just don't make sense, man. It doesn't. You literally could be on an island tomorrow, drinking your little shit, whatever. Maybe you with a friend or something. There's so many ways you could live life other than being under some lying ass dude or female that want to fuck other women and all this. Fuck all that, man. Fuck all that. I'm not against relationships. I feel like it's better than being single, but if the relationship ain't right, then single's better. Single way better. The only way single is not better is if you were with the right person. If you were with somebody lying and cheating and shit, then single way better. But people don't love themselves like that. That's why they can't handle being single. That's why they got to have somebody. And I understand it's harder for a woman a little bit, because you are a vessel. So therefore, naturally, by nature, you need to be filled. I get it, man. But why be filled with toxic ass bullshit and lies? Fuck it. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. And a lot of women, they could have been lawyers and all this, but you clinging on to this guy now. You may have had kids by him. Now your future kind of, in doubt. And now it makes it harder for men to want to deal with you. And because you didn't have kids by this lying ass dude, and there's a lot of shit that goes on. Meanwhile, he can just go get another woman, but it's harder for you because you got kids and stuff like that. I didn't say it was impossible. I said it's harder. You know what I mean? You got to think about these things. Don't let a man ruin your work. If you see the man moving funny, it's time to go. But you're not going to have the strength to do this shit, to walk away from men or women when they do their fuckery, unless you fall in love with yourself. Because even then, it's still hard. It's like, man, I know she on some bullshit, man. I'm going to give her one more chance. You know what I mean? But now, these days, man, I have no problem. I have no problem with letting a woman go, because I don't see it in the same light as I used to. Like, I gotta have the woman. No, I don't see it that way. If she's not acting right, there's gotta be a better woman. Period. I'm not like, some men that get rejected by a woman in the inbox 20, 30,000 times and shit. She just stood you up, claiming she gonna meet with you and she don't 20 times and all that. Man, I don't give a fuck. Your pussy probably the same as the next woman's anyway. That's how I look at it. Like, and I'm not trying to be funny. Like, I'm not about to press myself and all this crazy ass shit for you. If you was the one, then it wouldn't be this headache. Period. And I don't give a fuck if I was with you for a billion years. If you was the one, why are we at this point? Where'd this other dude come from? Who the fuck is he? Where'd he come from? He didn't just pop up right there. Because the way I see it is, if you really fuck with me, even if Even if you was tired of my shit, like I'm tired of your shit, I'm about to leave you alone. There shouldn't be no other man around this motherfucker. Where he come from? Because if you really fucking with me, there's no way there's no other man right there, right then. Maybe after a few months or so, I can kind of see it. But right then, when we break up, now you with another girl, another dude? Nah. I know what time it is when that shit happens. You know what I'm saying? And y'all need to realize this shit too, man. I'm telling you from a man's perspective, as a fucking man. As a man, I'm still a man at the end of the day. Maybe I only want one woman, but that don't mean that I'm still a man. So I'm telling you right now, if I care about a woman, there is not going to be no other woman on deck. I'm going to have to leave her alone and go through it by myself. And probably won't even want to deal with a woman for a while. Probably be celibate and shit, to be honest with you, because it's just going to make me, it's going to remind me of her. And I'm going to be comparing that woman to that, my ex-woman. So you could throw that shit out the window where he's just a man and he just wants some. No. If he cared about you, his ass be at home damn near crying. Fucked up like a motherfucker, man. Like, man, I don't even want to lift these weights, man. I can't stop thinking about this girl, but I'm going to do it. But it'd be a struggle. He'd still do it. He would not be thinking about no woman, man. I'm telling you. If a man really fuck with you and really care about you, there's no way. There's just no way. So that's all I got to say about it. And if it's a woman too, because we already know when it's the woman, but nah, she's not going to be with no other man like that. Not no right away. So I'm done talking about this shit, man. The table's going to turn. You're going to win in the end. Just remember, in the end, you're going to win. It ain't going to happen today. It ain't going to happen today because karma got to manifest and give them their serving like 10 times worse. It has to build up. Sometimes that person has to like that person, the new person, as much as you like them. How could it be karma if I don't really care about her, and then they play them, then they run back to you? How's that karma on them? Nah, they won. They got to go fuck with other people. Now they get to come back to you and get all your love. They win. Nah, that's not the way karma's going to work. They're going to lose you, and they probably going to lose that other person. That person going to do them dirty just like they did you. And more than likely, unfortunately, they got to like that person a lot. They got to like them a lot, or it would not be karma because it wouldn't hurt them. It wouldn't affect them. That's just the way it is. And that also is another reason why I don't get in my feelings if a woman did leave me for another guy. In my mind, I'm thinking, well, if she wrong and she played me, then vengeance is mine, said the Lord. So she's supposed to like him. She's supposed to like him as much as I liked her. And he's going to come back on her. That's why I don't care if women laugh and play games with men and then use men for attention and all that, and then they choose the one that they really like. Karma coming. I ain't got to get you back. Because I already know one of them dudes. I already know how men move. So that's why I laugh at women want to play games. Go right ahead. Because I know there's a bunch of wolves. I know how men talk. I'm a man. I'm around them. I know what they think. I know how they move. One of them going to get you. I might not get you. I can't do nothing, but I know one of them will. So I'm going to get my revenge regardless. Because I know how men move. And as a woman, you already know how certain women move that men be choosing. So you already know what's going to happen to the dude. He's going to get played. It is what it is, man. I'm out of here.